Welcome to this class of artificial intelligence. Here we will further discuss the topics of fuzzy logic. At present, we are discussing definitions and terms related to fuzzy sets. As we discussed in the previous class, that concept of relation can be extended to fuzzy sets. Similarly, now we see that how this idea or concept of convexity can be extended to the fuzzy sets. And this extension will be done in such a way as to preserve many of the properties which it has in the context of ordinary sets. This notion of convexity appears to be particularly useful in applications involving pattern classification, optimization, and other related problems. We will start discussion on convexity with an assumption that X is a real Euclidean space En. So we will start with the definition of convexity of a fuzzy set. So if we take a fuzzy set A, so this fuzzy set is convex if and only if the sets gamma alpha defined by gamma alpha is equal to a set of X such that f(x) is greater than or equal to alpha are convex for all alpha in the interval 0, 1. It is important to see that it is half closed interval, 0 is included and 1 isn't included in this interval. One more definition is possible, which is an alternative one and is more direct definition of convexity, which is as follows. A is convex if and only if here we are talking in terms of membership function. So fa lambda x1 plus 1 minus lambda x2, so we are taking x1 and x2 and writing a linear combination. So this membership function or membership value, if x1 and x2 are some specified values, for fuzzy set A is going to be greater than or equal to minimum of fax1 and fbx2. For all x1 and x2 in X, so we will write for all x1 and x2 in X and all lambda in 0, 1. It is important to note that this definition doesn't imply that fa of x must be a convex function. Of x. So this definition, I should say, does not imply that fa of x must be a convex function of x. And this convex fuzzy set has been drawn here. This is an example of convex fuzzy set, and this is an example of non-convex fuzzy set. Here we can see that for this point x1 the membership function is fax1 and for x2 the membership function is fax2, this one. And this is a point where this value on x-axis is this part, so we can say that it is lambda x1 1 minus lambda x2. This is the point, this one, and at this point the membership function gives this value fa of x, this, and we can see that this definition is going to hold there, because this f membership value for this linear combination of x1 and x2 is shown here, and this is going to be greater than minimum of these two membership values, which are these. So minimum of these two is this one, and it is going to be greater than that. There is a basic property of convex fuzzy sets, which is in the form of a theorem. That theorem says that if A and B are convex, then so is their intersection. So if A and B are convex, so is their intersection. Means if we get intersection, that will also be convex. We will not be going through the proof. It is available in the literature, but we will be going only by this property. We mention it here. One more property is boundedness. So a fuzzy set A is bounded if and only if, so a fuzzy set A is bounded if and only if the sets gamma alpha, which is defined as x such that fa x is greater than or equal to alpha, are bounded for all alpha greater than 0. That is, for every alpha greater than 0, there exists a finite R alpha such that norm x is lower than or equal to R alpha for all x in this set, which is gamma alpha. Now we will see one more term, which is strict and strong convexity. So here a fuzzy set A is strictly convex. We are talking about the strict convexity of fuzzy sets. If the sets gamma alpha, which we have seen earlier, where alpha is having this half closed interval, where this 0 is included, but this 1 is, rather, where this 0 isn't included, we'll write like this, and this 1 is included. So this means sets gamma alpha are strictly convex. So if the sets gamma alpha are strictly convex, then the corresponding fuzzy set is strictly convex. And what we mean by strictly convex? So for this set gamma alpha, so this we mean that if the midpoint of any two distinct points in gamma alpha, means we are talking about midpoint of any two distinct points in gamma alpha lies in the interior of gamma alpha, then we will say that this gamma alpha is strictly convex. And if this A is ordinary set, then this definition reduces to strict convexity for ordinary sets. So here we talked about strictly convex. Now let us see what is strongly convex. So a fuzzy set A is strongly convex if for any two distinct points, we need to take two distinct points, suppose x1 and x2, and for any gamma, for any lambda in the open interval 0, 1, following relationship for membership functions is there. That is, membership function for this linear combination of x1 and x2, which we get with the help of lambda, is going to be greater than the minimum of the membership functions of x1 and x2 in fuzzy set A. Here we should remember that this strict convexity and strong convexity, regarding these two, that strong convexity is not going to doesn't imply strict convexity or vice versa. So if a fuzzy set is strictly convex, doesn't mean that it's going to be strongly convex and vice versa. Also, as we talked about boundedness, if A and B are bounded, then their unions and their intersections are also bounded. Similarly, if A and B are strictly convex, then their intersections are also convex. And if A and B are strongly convex, then their intersection is also strongly convex. So here I will stop, and in the next lecture some more topics related to fuzzy sets will be discussed. Thank you.